Hi friends, how are you today? I am so excited to be here again because I am using my pizza box easel. That's right. If you have not watched the video on how to make a pizza box easel, just go back a few videos and watch it and you can make one too. And we already used our pizza box easel. Mr. Mark did a how to draw hoots video, which is another one that you could go back and watch. It was really fun. He was drawing hoots. And so today am going to paint on my pizza box easel. And what I did today was, which I showed you in the first video, I took an egg carton and I taped it along the bottom and I put my favorite color paints in each one of the egg places. Do you see that? So I have my paint right there. And then I taped my piece of paper. Now, I showed you white paper yesterday. Mr. Mark was using white paper, but I took some construction paper, my favorite color blue, and taped it up top. And I decided to paint today. Now, if you want to paint with a paintbrush today, get out your pizza box easel and do that, you go right ahead. That is perfect. Whatever you want to use. Today, I decided though that and remember I said you can store things inside your pizza box. I'm going to use some string to paint. Now, I found some thicker rope in my house and I cut it like this, and you might have some rope that you know of. Maybe a grown-up can help you. And I cut it into different shapes. And then I got some dental floss. That's right. You know what this is for, right? I'm not gonna use it for my teeth today. I'm gonna use it to paint with. So get permission if you wanna use some dental floss. It's pretty cool and fun to paint with. So these are the string that I have today to use. And I'm gonna paint. Now, I haven't really decided what I'm going to paint. I'm just gonna use this string and I'm just gonna really just dig in and go for it. So I think I will start with my bigger piece of string. And of course, I will start with my favorite color, blue. You can start with whatever color you want. And you might notice I have on my art shirt, of course, my favorite art shirt that I always wear when I'm inspired, because then if I get any paint on me, no big deal. In fact, I just washed this art shirt the other day because I was using it during chalk week and it had a lot of chalk dust all over it. And it is just nice and clean again and it inspires me. In fact, it's got a lot of lines on it. So maybe I'll start with some lines and all I did was take the tip of this and I'm going to, let's just start going up. Let's see what this does. Ooh, it's kind of neat. So let me see. Now, you know what? It's got kind of a frayed end there. So I'm going to use it this way too. I'm going to follow my line that I first made and kind of dip it along. Ooh, this way. Oh, I like that. I think I'll do it along the other side too. I don't know. What does this look like? Sometimes I just get inspired as I paint. Now, I'm going to take a piece of my dental floss. Now, if you're going to use dental floss, probably have to get your fingers a little bit into the paint. I like the way paint feels. So I'm gonna take my dental floss, I'm gonna smush it all up like this, kind of roll it like this, and I'm gonna put it inside this purple paint, and I'm gonna swirl it around in there with my fingers. There you go. And I'm gonna stretch that back out again. Now, there's a lot of things you can do once you get it on. You can take this and just kind of drag it along and see where the paint goes. So it's kind of going, ooh, it makes very thin, wispy kind of lines on there. Or you can hold it on both ends and you can kind of press it down, right? Like that, and then lift it up and press it down like that and lift it up. That time you couldn't really see it. Oh, and I noticed I made so you see there's some kind of swirls. And now I've got some paint on my fingers, which is fine because one of the most fun paintbrushes in the whole world is your fingers. If you don't have a paintbrush or anything to paint with, you always have your fingers, right? And I love using my fingers. So I think I'll take this extra paint and I'll kind of roll it off like this onto the sides. Right, you've got your fingers. All right, now I'll take another piece of my rope. I'm gonna try, look, that almost looks like the end of a paintbrush, doesn't it? Kind of looks like the end of a paintbrush. I'm gonna swirl that around in my yellow paint, but I'm gonna try a different technique now. I'm just gonna kind of splatter it like this, right? I'm just gonna, ooh, it's splattering. Do you see it splattering? Let me try that again. I just kind of go like that and it splatters. Now, I have a piece of paper down here too, because you can see some of the paint is getting down. So if you're not outside painting, make sure you have something down. Oh, just kind of splattering it. That's pretty fun. It's even going back onto my shirt. I like that. All right, now, I'm gonna use another piece of dental floss again. I'm gonna put it into the red, and you know, I'm gonna have to use my finger. And you know what? Sometimes you can just take it and slide your finger along. If you have a thin piece that you're using, just slide your finger that puts the paint on there. And now I'm going to, let's see, I'm gonna press it in like this. I'm gonna press it in and see what kind of marks it makes. Ooh, it's kind of cool. You see my finger, but I'm gonna lift it up. Ooh, it's leaving those kind of stringy marks. I like that. I'm gonna get it into the red a little bit more, and I'm gonna drag it up this way. Woo, here I go. I'm gonna push it in again, push it down in there, and drag it on up. Wow, this is looking really neat. And I've still got some green left. You know what, I'm gonna take the end of this piece of my rope. This is not as frayed, and dip it in the green, and I'm gonna do some dots with it. I can go faster. Wow. It's pretty abstract. Have you heard of abstract art? Whoa, this is fun to do. Now I wonder if what will happen if I get this all filled with paint. Now look, I've got a lot of paint colors on my fingers, so I'm just kind of mushing it all into there. And then I think I'll stick it back into, I'll do a little bit of my dark green and I'll push it all over there. And I'm gonna drag this up and see what it looks like. Ooh, and it kind of moves the other paint around too. Okay, you kind of get the idea, don't you? So I might use this again. Ooh, this one's got a little piece on the end of it. I'm just gonna drag it up. I'm gonna keep working on this. I really like the way this is looking. And you know I love to name my artwork. And I'm looking at this and thinking it looks like fireworks. What do you think? I think it's looking a lot like fireworks. So I hope, now you know what the cool thing is, look, I've got some paint here and some paint here on my easel and some paint here, but it doesn't matter. That's gonna dry. And then my easel, people will know I used it. It will look like I'm quite an artist because I've been using my pizza box. So this is what I'm gonna do now. I have to let this dry, don't I? And the great thing is I can leave it open just like this and let it dry right here. And I don't even have to take it off until it's dry, or I could shut my box and leave it flat if you want to, and it can dry like that. So I'm gonna let this dry, although I think I'm gonna keep working on it because I'm having so much fun with it. So I hope you will get out your pizza box easel today, get out some paint if you have it, and if you want to do, you probably have different kinds of rope or string in your house, you can use that as a paintbrush. I would love to see your paintings, would love to see what you make. I don't know, yours, you might actually try and draw with yours, like an actual tree or something. I don't know what you're gonna make, but if you do, I'd love to see it. Please have a grown-up take a picture of it so I can post it below. I've been getting the best photos from people that I'm able to post here, and I love doing that. So get out your paints today and have a blast. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.